So, first question. Was the first child, was he planned?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I remember you said that it had been some while, because you said what, 7 years after
years.
marriage, and
Mhm.
you were just like living
Mhm.
life, getting to know each other,
Mhm.
enjoying each other.
Yes.
Now we're going to get to kids, because we've obviously been talking around this for a long time. So, first question. Was the first child, was he planned?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I remember you said that it had been some while, because you said what, 7 years after
years.
marriage, and
Mhm.
you were just like living
Mhm.
life, getting to know each other,
Mhm.
enjoying each other.
Yes.
Thursday. Okay.
Now it's
So-
time to start a family.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
And we knew if we were going to have multiple children, they needed to be within a few years of each other so they could grow up and be
Well,
friends.
we knew that's what we wanted.
Right.
We didn't. That was just our desire.
Sure.
It
Sure.
was innate.
To try to make them close, which
Mhm.
obviously you were successful in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then that happens, and then did you both know for sure, like, we wanted two? Was there an idea to have more, or
No, we
just
knew
like, we're gonna stop here?
we knew we wanted to.
Stop it too.
That was always a discussion we had, that
Okay.
2 was going to be
Enough.
enough.
Okay.
And desire. That was our desire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no. Obviously, we don't get to choose this, but no emphasis on having a girl, or just like whatever we get is whatever
No.
we get.
No,
Yep.
we just want to make sure
Yep.
everybody's healthy, all fingers functioning, and
Yep.
we have no qualms. But I know whenever we mentioned it to my dad, what are you going to name him? Well, Dad,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Oh.
It could be a boy or a girl. What are you going to name him?
Because there are a lot of
He was
boys
set
in
on
this
that.
family.
Bowers
yeah.
breed boys.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which is more of, clearly, still. So
Yep.
Yes.
okay. Now, when you guys had that conversation, was it both clear at that time, or whenever you guys were talking about it, that you both wanted to, or was there any convincing for one of you, like, I only want one?
No. There was no convincing. We
Okay.
both knew we wanted to.
Okay. And I think that's good. I only asked to begin because I know for some couples, like, they don't talk about that before they even get in a relationship.
Like
let
how
alone get
they know
married.
they want kids, but not how many.
Right.
That kind
And
of
not that that's necessarily a deal breaker, but it can be challenging, right? If somebody's like, I
Mhm.
want one, and this one's like, I want three.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might say, okay, we'll split the difference and we'll do two, but everybody's not always willing to compromise, as you
Mhm.
two have been. So I just think it's important. Like, those are, to me, important conversations that should be had earlier,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I know a lot of
Yes,
people,
absolutely.
they don't always do that. And then they may wait too long again, and then develop a level of connection with this person, and then be saddened that this person doesn't want what they want. And then they end up getting more hurt when it inevitably may not work out. So I think it's great that you two, number one, spent a good amount of time dating, then got married, then spent what some people may say a long time. I think is great. 7 years to just really do each other and get to know each other and enjoy
And get
that type of
The goal
relationship.
was to get financially set, get college loans behind us,
Mm,
get a handle so that we would have a house
right.
and not try to be raising children in an apartment, which we could, but we decided we didn't want to do that.
That was the
and it's
plan.
like that setting aside money to try to do that, and we had a plan.
Right.
It wasn't not thought out. We had a plan.
Right.
And like even moving here from Fort Wayne, when we were house hunting, we were doing it based on my salary only, so that if for some reason we did have children and she had to stay home, because
We know you could do it,
we knew we would not be just overstretched and have to go relocate or sell.
which is good strategy. That's very good strategy.
But that's something that we did back in 1985.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Wait, were you still 23 when you had that conversation? Or was that a little bit older? That
That
specific
That
one
was-
about
that was older.
That was
Older.
six, yeah,
Yeah.
older.
Okay.
I'd say 5 years into the
Yeah.
marriage.
Oh, okay. So like maybe 28-ish. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that's great. Even just the strategy, like hearing you talk that out loud. Like, that's always how I think about things. It's like, well, you need to be strategic on making sure it's going to work for all parties. So like, if this doesn't work, then what are we going to do? Kind of like, what do you call it? Fail safing yourself?
Well, we had a fixer-upper in Fort Wayne that we bought for our first house, and I knew what it was going to take to come into this job here. It's like, I know I don't need to having a house that needs to be revamped and redone, and it's like we need to get something that's ready to be moved in and
Mm-hmm.
relatively new. And we found a home that was like a year old,
Mhm.
and we got it for what we wanted it. So
So in that regard, it all worked out the way you wanted it.